In today's video, we're gonna talk about Neville's most favorite lecture for me, which is called The Pearl of Great Price. It took me at least a few times to listen to this and actually understand. Every time I listened to it, I was able to get in new knowledge, and I've listened to this probably over like 50 times by now. It helped me clear up a lot of resistance, uncertainty, and confusion from my own manifesting process, and it helped me build a lot of faith, you know. It made me just a more confident person in general once I was able to grasp all the concepts that Neville was talking about, and that's what I wanted to share with you in this video. So if you are interested in learning more about this, stay tuned and let's get started. Welcome back to this video. My name is Rav. I'm a manifestation as well as a life coach, and I do offer one-on-one coaching sessions. If you want to work one-on-one with me, the link is down in the description box below, or simply feel free to send me an email. I wanted to share with you this quote that Neville shares on his lecture, The Pearl of Great Price, and this is what the whole lecture, his talk is based around, okay? So it's derived from the Bible. So what it says is, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls, who, finding one pearl of great value, went and sold all that he had and bought it. So here it's talking about this merchant who is trying to get into the kingdom of heaven. According to Neville's translation, the kingdom of heaven means your dream reality, whatever that you're trying to manifest. So the merchant who was trying to get into the kingdom of heaven, or who was trying to manifest his dream life, had to get that one pearl, but to get that pearl he had to sacrifice everything else that he had. So I'm gonna talk more about that sacrifice, because that sacrifice element here is like one of the most bigger ones, because he's talking about giving up all the conditions that when it comes to your manifestation. And I'm also gonna tell you what that pearl means. What we're talking about here is when we're trying to manifest something, we're making it conditional by creating these rules. For example, I know personally some people, they think that in order to manifest their SB, they think that first they need to be rich, they have to do this, they have to lose weight in order to manifest that, right? So those are conditions which we need to get rid of. Some people in the spirituality area, they also base their faith upon external things, such as getting their palms read or carrying a crystal on their pocket. You know, maybe getting their astrology chart read and things like that. I'm not saying get rid of all of that. I'm gonna get to that here in a second too. Let's just talk about like different conditions that we actually put in before our manifestations, right? Some other things that can be conditions or rules in itself, or the techniques that we use in order to manifest, right? Some people get so fixated on repeating these affirmations for a certain time of the day, and if they don't do it, they think that they're doomed. You know, they feel like the whole manifestation is falling apart, and as a result they start seeing all these circumstances manifest into their lives. Some other things that I see being used as conditions in like the spirituality niche is a lot of people are trying to use the state as an excuse to push their products, such as like foods and supplements, and they promise you that if you meditate, for example, you get into this certain high vibe state. So meditate every single one of the day and use just mind meditations to get there, and this is how you manifest certain things. Or people also talk about like using like, you know, these supplements or these pills that get you to the high vibe state, and when you get into the high vibe state, now you can manifest your desires and all that kind of stuff, right? So those are all the conditions and the BS rules that people are trying to put onto you, or maybe you have consciously put that onto yourself too, thinking that if I did this, now I would be able to manifest whatever that I wanted. I know for me personally, there was a time when I used to carry these crystals in my pocket all day long, and I thought they were like good luck to me. And they worked, honestly. I'm not saying it doesn't work. They work, but what happens is like one time they got lost, right? And all of a sudden my whole state was shaken. Now I thought that, okay, it's gonna create bad luck into my life, and it made me feel unconfident in myself. So when that happened, of course, you know, my reality started reflecting in the same way, and I would start manifesting things that were unfavorable to me. And similarly, this happens when we're trying to manifest something and we try to place faith on something like that really blindly. And we just think that we are going to achieve our manifestation only if this if I keep doing this, or if I bought this, or if I changed myself somehow. But the thing is that if we're unsure about ourselves in the first place, we'll never get to our desires. So now let's talk about the pearl of great price that gets into the kingdom of heaven, aka our desired dream reality, or whatever you want to call it, right? So the pearl is basically our imagination, our divine imagination, okay? Instead of, trying to do all these things where we're trying to build confidence on these external things and trying to get to our reality, we can simply build the confidence on us, our vision, right? Our vision. If we just keep trying to repeat these visions in our mind, right, we can simply manifest our dream reality without having to go through these steps and processes and all these kind of things, because all those, you do it naturally. It's something that happens through you. It's not something that you try to do deliberately, you try to lose your sleep over it. It's something you do along the way. Here is our desired dream reality, right? This is where we're trying to get to. The only thing that we need is that imagination where we're already over here, right? So when we place our faith in that, it's already working. We're already there. But we try to create all these steps, the rules that we mentioned earlier, or any other rules that you think you may have in your life, right? Which is just creating all these steps, but we are just like building on steps on top of steps, but we never get to our reality because that faith itself is very, very shaky. We don't have confidence in ourselves when it comes to manifesting our desire. Another thing that I wanted to clarify here is I'm not asking you to give up on any of these things, right? I'm not asking you to give up on your supplements right now. I'm not asking you to give up on your crystals or any other things. Do them for the fun of it. Do it for your own satisfaction, but don't do them thinking that this is the only way to my desired reality, okay? This is the only way that I can manifest something, okay? Like Neville says, this is the only path to God. Don't think that that is the only path to God or, your manifestation. Because those are simply things that happen along the way, but those are not the ultimate thing that's gonna get you to your manifestation. The only thing that's going to get to your manifestation is your vision, and having faith in that vision, building the confidence in yourself that you are already that person who can have what you want. That is the only thing that you have to work on. Let go of all those other things like those dating techniques, all that kind of stuff. You can let them go out of the window. Those rules about texting or not texting, you can let them go out of the window. All that rules and conditions that you create in order to manifest, let them go out of the window right now. Okay, the only thing that you have to do is cultivate faith in your vision, which is tell yourself, like convince yourself that you can have what you want, right? And there are different techniques that you can use to do that, but even you can let go of those techniques, right? You can just do whatever you want. You can do one thing one day, you can do another thing one day, do for your own satisfaction. But at the end of the day, you have to remember why you're doing that technique is to make your faith in the process stronger. But you're not doing that per technique simply to just thinking that that is the only thing that's going to help you manifest. For example, I know some coaches, they only focus on affirmations. Some coaches, they only focus on meditations. Some coaches just do this. Some coaches only do that, right? But you have to find the thing that gives you the most satisfaction. You can just trash out all the steps. We can just like work, physically work on something and get to there. Or you can simply not do anything and just be by the beach all summer long, right? And you can just like work on your vision and just work on feeling good about yourself and just have that confidence and faith in yourself that you can have what you want. And all of a sudden you'll see reality just twist and turn in a way to get you to where you want to be. That's how reality works, right? So only thing you have to do is work on your faith. All the other things that you do has to be for your own personal satisfaction, but you can't lose your sleep over it just thinking that that's the only way to your manifestation. That's where a lot of people struggle. That's where a lot of people have a lot of insecurities about them. And especially today, one thing I don't like about this, online spiritual community is there are even like spiritual gurus who are trying to target over your insecurities, and they promise you that you can manifest something if you try this, if you raised your vibration, if you did meditations for 40 days straight, now you can manifest something, right? They try to promise you this state by doing something but the steps that they teach may be applicable for them, but it might not be applicable for you. So find out what works for you, right? Find out things that gives you more joy and work on that. But ultimately what you have to remember is you're doing it simply to be more confident on yourself, your vision. Vision, according to Neville, your imagination is God in itself, the Christ Jesus, right? Just work on that. Just work on your faith, building confidence on yourself, having faith in your imagination. And that's what's going to help you manifest all of your desires, whatever they are. It doesn't matter. Like, you can manifest anything that you want, you know. You can manifest like a little coffee cup. You can also manifest a specific person. You can manifest any dream career you want in your life. You know, you can manifest anything that you want. That's totally up to you. But basically have that faith in your vision, your imagination, in yourself. So that's my takeaway from the Pearl of Great Price. That was what I got out of it, and that helped me clear out a lot of my own insecurities, a lot of my doubts and confusion when it came to my own manifestation process. And it helped me achieve a lot of my manifestation really, really quickly after that, because I was able to let go of these rules. I trust this video was of great help to you. If you have any questions, if you want to talk to me, you can feel free to comment down in this video below. Or if you want to work one-on-one with me, we can also book a coaching session to help you get to your desired reality faster. With that being said, guys, I want to wish you all the very best. Goodbye and namaste.